Hey viewers, welcome to Iron Mike's GT Sport stream. This is Wednesday's FIA race at Sedegna Road Track B2. Just an update, I did do a race before, so there are 3 races of this. I did a second race and I qualified 13th and finished 6th, so I moved up 7 spots. I thought I would have qualified better than that. The problem was when I went into the replay, my livery wasn't there, my red car with Iron Mike. It was just the standard yellow Renault Megane trophy. I was a bit disappointed, so I thought, well, I was a bit happy with the race, but I wasn't happy with the livery being like that. So I thought I'll do it one more time, this race, and in qualifying I came second, and it just felt like, what's going on? You know, one race I'm 13th and the next time second. It's very strange, but the main thing was I had my livery right. So I've got my red Iron Mike car, which is my standard racing livery, so even though everyone's got their names above themselves, I want to make sure, oops, hang on, let's get this right, make sure everyone knows who I am. So, first place driver is Lechen Volador, and I was 0.225 seconds behind him, and other people behind me were pretty much the same, very close. First of all, I just want to say a big thank you to the Stoked Guy. When I try to stream, well, save this race, I only got halfway through, so I contacted him and he had saved the race, so thank you to the Stoked Guy for that. Now when the race started, I found myself on these corners staying very close to the Legend Volador, who's in the McLaren 650S. Especially on the bends, I found I'd stick pretty close. On the straights, he'd pull away. So, excuse me. So on the straights, it was probably, you know, here I'd find myself close. So you can see me catching up. So I'm thinking, well, his car must be heavier, my car might be lighter and better grip. And you see how close I am. But then on this straight, he will begin to pull away. And I thought, oh, I'll never catch him. But I started thinking to myself, I'm on the corners, I'll catch up again. So again, and I was actually I was happy with my efforts because I didn't bomb out, go off track or skid. I'm using 0 traction control. It's a very nice car to handle though, so that definitely helps. But I wanted to make sure, if you have a look here, that I was up close and I was in his mirror. I wanted to make sure that he had me to think about. Didn't want to let him off lightly. And again, this is second lap on the corners. You can see me catching up. Just getting a bit on the side now. Cut in a bit. Bit of contact. And yeah, that was probably my first A bit of an effort, but also to let him know you're not just getting away. Guy in third place just gave me a bit of a tap there, which at the time in the race, I think you kind of don't really appreciate, but you survive. So again here, he'll pull away. And it was probably now I started to think, I can't let this go on for too long, because he'll start to take advantage of it, build a bit of confidence, start getting a bit faster, and then I'll just lose him. So my mind was focus on him, and on these bends this is where I can attack, and so my plan was to overtake. Cleanly, of course. So again, up the hill, more bends. And if I can't overtake him, at least, I mean, we've still got, what, another 7, this is lap 3, so another 6 laps to go. Bang, and that's his mistake. Just missed it there. He went through one of those yellow markers a little bit too far out, hit the wall, and I could not believe it. He's hit the wall, he's ghosted, and I've just gone straight through him. And I thought, I'm in first place now. Gun it, just go for it. Knowing that you've still got people in your mirrors. This guy's pretty close. But again, these are pretty heavily sized cars. And maybe they're heavier again. So maybe they just don't corner so well. Because this little car, a bit like the Scirocco, handles corners really well. Top speed isn't the best, but you see how I'm pulling away. And maybe it's the cars behind fighting a bit, driving defensively. I'm just pulling away, and during the race I've been watching my time, and the gap was just getting bigger and bigger. Occasionally it would drop back, but on those corners, around the bendy bits, I'd be pulling away. I just couldn't believe it. And I started thinking something must be wrong. To have one race where you start 13th and you just cannot get to the top, and then the very next race I do another one just to get the livery right, and I'm in first place. It's very strange. But so far so good. I haven't gone off the track. Kept it clean. Maybe around now I'm thinking, just trying to think what I was... I guess what was on my mind was that, yeah, I'm forming a gap and I want to have a dominating lead. A bit like Brandon Lee, the way he does it all the time. But then I thought, hang on, my tyres, I've got to be careful. Still got to be careful on the tyres, because lap 8 or 9 I could probably be struggling and people just start catching up. So it's lap 5 of 9, and around here I would have still been pushing it. Did the nerves kick in? I don't even think I was nervous in this race. I wasn't fully relaxed. It was probably pretty tense. But by the way, this is my very first ever FIA race win. couldn't believe it. And then when I went to put the race on YouTube, I only had half of the race recorded. Oh my god. I thought, what the hell has happened? So today I contacted that Stoked Guy, and luckily he saved it. So he's shared it and I could watch it. Maybe around here. I'm close to 3.5 seconds in front, and I just thought, what is going on? To be in the lead is one thing, but to be in the lead that much, and I honestly thought, is this a charity run? Everyone's holding back so I could win. It just seemed too good to be true. Look at the, just come around the corner now. But I think what it's probably normal for me if I've got a pretty good lead and I'm nearing the end, I back it off a bit, because there's always that fear that you spin out. If I was to go off track around now and hit the grass, those guys would just fly by me. But at the moment, still lap 7, that wasn't on my mind. It was still push, push, push. And I guess you're kind of hoping other people's tyres are beginning to suffer. But I was still driving. I probably could feel they were slipping a bit, but they were still handling alright. It kind of gets a bit boring. Just, I mean, I do love a race where there's a lot of overtaking. I'm just glad that I was in second and I kept the pressure on that guy in first. The Lechon Valador. Put the pressure on him. And I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's looking in his rearview mirror, or just trying to get away from me and just push too hard. That caused him to go out wide. If I didn't pressure him, I don't think he would have made that mistake. It's just being in that rearview mirror helps. So lap 8, I'll do bumper cam. So this is how I normally race. And I'm trying to look for any hints that I'm backing off a bit. At the moment I can't see it, but surely on lap 9 I do a bit. I do feel sorry for Lechon Valador for hitting that that railing. I was a bit worried he'd think that I actually hit him, because you would not be expecting that. So it was just around this corner where he hit, so you can't help but run wide. But that very corner there, if you go a bit too wide, you smack it. So in third around here, take it easy, don't go too far out, and just gun it. Try and get as straight as you can. Get the revs up high. I think at one point I had fastest lap. I think I did. Yeah, the 129.979. Pretty sure that was the fastest. So here, just taking it a bit more easy, See that Stoked Guy. Oops, wrong one. See him there. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Here, just taking it a bit easy. Just take it easy on the corners. Push on the straights. Like that. That's a bit more slow and laboured. Just around here, a bit more of a roll. Just take it easy. So the guy behind me would be catching up, of course. I'd rather win by 1 second than come in third, fourth. That was it again. Hazard lights flashing the lights. My first ever win. Well, that was my race. That was the final race for manufacturers for that day. I'm never available for the first. Just getting home from work. So the second one, like I said, had a yellow car. So I thought I'd do it again, and that was it. Thanks for watching.